On WhatsApp, no one can see or hear your personal messages. Whether it's a voice call, message, or sending a password. To WhatsApp, it's all just this. So whether you're sharing the streaming password in the family chat or trading those late-night voice messages that could basically become a podcast, your personal messages stay between you, your friends, and your family. No one else. Not even us. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
With the Venmo debit card, you can Venmo everything. Your favorite band's merch? You can Venmo this. Or their next show? You can Venmo that. Visit venmo.me/debit to learn more. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Card may be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted. Venmo purchase restrictions apply.
This is the way it feels to move through summer in Lululemon. Iconic Align softness without the front seam. For our smoothest look and feel ever. Summer won't know what hit it. Stretch your limits in the non-stop flexibility of the new Lululemon Align No-Line Pant in select stores and at Lululemon.com.
This episode is brought to you by Polestar. There's only one true way to experience the all-electric luxury SUV Polestar 3, and that's to take a test drive. It can go from 0 to 60 in as little as 4.8 seconds with the dynamic handling of a sports car. But to truly understand how it commands the road, you need to be behind the wheel. Up to 350 miles of range, the 3D surround sound system by Bowers & Wilkins. It's all something you have to experience to believe. So book your test drive for Polestar 3 today at polestar.com.
If you went on a road trip and you didn't stop for a Big Mac or drop a crispy fry between the car seats or use your McDonald's bag as a placemat, then that wasn't a road trip. It was just a really long drive. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
Cultivating job flexibility and security to promote employee well-being. Abstract. The evolving nature of work in the 21st century has brought about significant changes in the relationship between employers and employees. With globalization, technological advancements, and economic uncertainties disrupting traditional career paths and placing new demands on organizations and their workforce. Lacking adequate job flexibility or security can have detrimental effects on employee well-being, leading to higher rates of depression, anxiety, stress, and burnout, as well as physical and social strains that spill over into non-work domains. However, research has demonstrated that by adopting flexible work policies such as flexitime, compressed workweeks, remote work, and paid leave, and ensuring job and financial security through measures like living wages, retirement plans, and just cause termination policies, organizations can foster greater employee well-being and engagement, which in turn benefits business performance and the ability to attract and retain top talent. Underpinning these efforts is the crucial role of a culture of trust between managers and workers, characterized by open communication, collaborative problem-solving, and fair, individualized consideration of employee needs and contributions. By championing these research-backed strategies at the leadership level, organizations can create a work environment that supports the evolving demands and whole-person well-being of the modern workforce. The evolving nature of work in the 21st century has led to significant changes in the employer-employee relationship. Globalization, technological advances, and economic uncertainties have disrupted traditional career paths and placed new demands on both organizations and their people. Not having adequate job flexibility or security can leave many workers feeling depressed, anxious, and hopeless about their careers and financial stability.
Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
However, research shows that cultivating flexibility and security in the workplace enhances employee well-being and engagement while also benefiting business performance. Today, we will explore how organizational leaders can promote flexibility and security through supportive policies, programs, and a culture of trust to foster greater well-being among their workforce. Lack of flexibility and security negatively impacts well-being. A growing body of research has established clear links between precarious employment conditions and poor psychological health. Studies consistently find higher rates of depression, anxiety, stress, and burnout among individuals with less stable, predictable work. Foley et al. 2002, Kelly et al. 2017, Schneider and Harknett. 2019. A recent survey of over 7,500 U.S. workers found those lacking flexibility or perceiving their jobs were at risk reported significantly worse mental health and life satisfaction compared to their secure counterparts. Sinclair et al. 2020. The stresses of unpredictable schedules, inadequate leave policies, and constant concerns about downsizing or layoffs take both an emotional and physical toll. Workers in insecure jobs are more likely to experience sleep disturbances, physical ailments, substance abuse issues, and difficulties managing daily responsibilities. Benoch et al. 2014, Brosset et al. 2016, Hill et al. 2020. These strains spill over into non-work domains as well, harming relationships, social interaction, and overall quality of life. Kelly and Moen. 2020. While lack of flexibility and insecurity threatens well-being at an individual level, it can also undermine organizational effectiveness. Insecurity breeds decreased engagement, motivation, and performance as workers limit extra efforts when their commitment is not reciprocated. Brosset et al. 2016, Schneider and Harknett. 2019, high turnover further taxes resources as recruitment and training costs mount. Van Aerden et al. 2016. Winning the ongoing war for talent requires practices supporting whole health physically, mentally, and socially. Flexible work policies promote well-being. Providing flexible work arrangements has become a key strategy for enhancing employee well-being and retention. Flexibility allows balancing multiple life demands while still meeting work responsibilities. A large body of research attests to the psychological, physical, and social benefits of flexible work policies. Butts et al. 2013, Kelly and Moen. 2020, Moen et al. 2016, specific flexible options examined include flexitime, allows flexible start/end times within core business hours to better fit family/personal obligations. Workers report lower stress and improved moods with flexitime. Butts et al. 2013. Compressed workweeks, completing regular hours over fewer, longer days to gain an extra day off each week. Compressed schedules are linked to increased happiness, life, and job satisfaction. Moen et al. 2016. Remote work, performing some or all job duties from home or third location using technology, permits avoiding long commutes, getting tasks done around family care, and has been tied to better self-rated mental and physical health. Kelly and Moen. 2020. Paid leave, instituting paid vacation, sick/personal days, and family leave supports recovery and bolsters well-being compared to no-leave policies. Kelly and Moen. 2020. Several case studies illustrate how specific companies have concretely improved employee wellness through flexible arrangements. For example, aerospace manufacturer Collins Aerospace transitioned 70% of its workforce to flexitime, compressed schedules, or remote work during COVID-19. Employee surveys showed reduced stress and improved work-life balance with flexible arrangements. O'Brien. 2022. Job and income security reinforces well-being. Beyond flexibility, ensuring some degree of job and financial security also defends against strains on mental health and life satisfaction. Kelly et al. 2017, Schneider and Harknett, 2019. Specific security-enhancing policies and programs employers can adopt include living wages. Paying above minimum wage to allow meeting basic needs reduces chronic stressors from financial instability. Retirement plans offering 401k matching. Pensions or other retirement savings vehicles gives long-term security for the future. Continued education benefits, supporting ongoing skills, training and tuition. Reimbursement helps workers transition with changing industry demands. Just cause termination policies requiring substantial cause for dismissal and discouraging arbitrary firings promotes a sense of fairness, predictability, and control. Severance packages offering transitional pay and benefits if layoffs occur cushions losses and eases job search pressures. For example, technology company Anthropic provides unlimited paid time off, a minimum 6-month severance for any layoffs or terminations without cause, substantial retention bonuses for remaining employees, and reskilling opportunities to instill a high level of security for its AI safety. Researchers, Egan, 2022. Retention of skilled talent at Anthropic significantly exceeds industry averages. A culture of trust enables flexibility and security. While policies are crucial, the values and actions of leaders also shape employee experiences of flexibility, security, and well-being. Research points to one overarching driver: a culture of trust between managers and workers. Butts et al. 2013, Kelly and Moen, 2020, Schneider and Harknett, 2019. Several cultural elements matter. Managers showing understanding of outside demands facing staff through open communication. Departments collaboratively problem-solving around flexibility and leave needs rather than taking a rigid one-size-fits-all approach. Transparency about business performance and stability to minimize uncertainty. For example, tech company Buffer cultivated high employee well-being through adopting unlimited vacation, yet found staff took 4-6 weeks on average. Once managers role-modeled reasonable time off and openly discussed well-being impacts of rest. Honeycutt, 2022, Freedom. Supported by trust built employee loyalty. Leadership actions for organizational change. Creating a flexible, secure, and trusting work environment requires champions and advocates at organizational leadership levels. Some key actions leaders can take to embed flexibility and security include reviewing current policies for flexibility, paid leave, termination processes, etc., and identifying areas for improvement based on employee feedback and benchmarking. Partnering with managers to operationalize new arrangements, not as optional, but standard practices through training, resources, and accountability. Communicating rationale for changes clearly to gain buy-in from skeptics and address concerns around impacts to productivity or costs. Research on business impacts can help. Tracking utilization and impacts of new approaches through repeated, confidential surveys and actively problem-solving issues that arise to reinforce gains over the long term. Linking flexibility, security, and trust to talent strategy by positioning them as core aspects of employee value proposition to attract and retain top performers. For example, UPS reformed its attendance policy with union support to minimize penalizing workers for circumstances outside their control, like emergencies or illnesses. Framing the people first redesign around dignity, understanding, and employee well-being gained acceptance and improved attendance, engagement, and retention. Kelly and Moen, 2020. Conclusion. The modern workforce continues to evolve away from rigid structures of the past towards more fluid, diverse arrangements. However, flexibility must go hand in hand with reliable protections for security, predictability, and quality of life. This essay has outlined a research-backed case that organizational leaders play a vital role in cultivating flexibility, security, and trusting cultures through policies, programs, and management practices that consider whole employee well-being. Demonstrating genuine care for people's mental health, work-life integration, and resilience against uncertainties yields outsized dividends in commitment, performance, and the ability to attract superb talent. A human-centric approach anchored by flexible yet secure employment supports both individual and organizational prosperity in today's dynamic environment.